Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different than our normal scheduled routine. We're not going to be doing an opening today, but instead we're going to be doing a nice little casual one-on-one. This past weekend I was actually snowed in. We had a major snowstorm come in my area. So to pass the time on Saturday, a friend of the channel, Matt, and I decided to go ahead and kick up the old One Piece TCG Simulator and do some one-on-ones. So what you're going to see in today's video is just going to be footage of us playing against each other. It was pretty fun, like I say. It's nice and casual, so this is just sort of an experiment just to kind of get it out there and see if you guys enjoyed this stuff. I'm not changing channels or anything like that. I'm not going to just become a gaming channel. I will still do openings. Tomorrow is a big day in terms of the Prismatic Evolutions for Pokemon comes out. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to, fight off all the hordes of scalpers that are trying to get all the cards for that. So I might be in a slight limbo with card openings. This video actually ended up being quite long. It ended up going over about an hour and a half. So I thought I might as well split this up into two parts. So today will be part one, and then tomorrow I'll release part two. This video will just have this intro, of course, and then the first game we played. We do a best of three. I think that's the fairest way to kind of determine who wins. And I use a red Zoro deck, and Matt uses his red Ace deck, and then I actually use a purple and black deck in the second video. I'm going to say this right now, in the last match of the next video, when I use the black deck, I played horribly. I just went through the editing and went through the recording. Feel free to comment and let me know how bad I am, because I deserve it. I've actually now, since recording that video, I've actually really learnt a lot of the combos with the black deck. I actually really enjoyed it. It's really fun. So I will get a redemption run in no matter what. Whether this video does well or not, I will have to redeem myself and play with that deck again. But like I say, if you enjoy this sort of content, if you enjoy watching the casual battles, one-on-ones with the simulator, I planned this year anyway to do a lot more One Piece related content that isn't just opening, whether it be using the simulator, like I say, or actual in-person battles, in-person cards. So I plan to do that regardless, but just let me know what you think down below if you enjoyed this type of stuff, and I'll continue to do it. If you have never played One Piece before and this stuff is kind of confusing, I try my best throughout this video to explain exactly what I'm doing when I make the decisions I make. It puts me at a slight disadvantage, honestly, at times, because Matt knows exactly what I'm going to do, and I feel like I'm going to use that as an excuse as to why I lost maybe a couple of these matches. But otherwise, if you've never played before, you still might not quite understand what I'm saying. So if you, want a tutorial, if you want me to kind of explain how the game is played in my perspective, I can use the simulator. It has a cool function where you can play against yourself, and I can actually simulate how a match would look. I'll gladly do that. Just let me know what you think down below. If you found this video confusing, then let me know, and I'll gladly make a little tutorial for you. But otherwise, that's really it. That's all I really need to say. So I hope you enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, and watch a couple people get tilted and try and win in a One Piece TCG Simulator one-on-one match. All right, let's go, Matt. Let's do it. Little 1v1.
Let's do it.
Today is to prove that you should not be intimidated by OP TCG. This is just a simple game played by simple people. AKA me and Matt. Alright.
Yeah.
I think we mulligan here.
Yeah, I did the same. Did your mulligan help you or no?
It actually did a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
So
same.
We're doing two red decks. Red on red, which is pretty good. So we're getting a nice little... Ooh, okay, Ezo at the start here. Pretty common. A little search card. So on play, look at 5 cards top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Whitebeard Pirates. Of course, he's playing Whitebeard Pirates because he's playing with a ace leader. So that is his goal. I have something similar. I'm playing a Zoro ramp deck a little bit, basically. So I just all-out attack. So if you don't know, we can't attack on the first 2 turns, so we kind of just set up here at the beginning. I'm going to play Nami. Got a couple good options here, to be honest. I can get any Straw Hat, so I could take... Yeah, I'm going to take Briggity Brook. And we've got one other. Don't want to play that. Yeah, I'll just throw it on there. Just for the lols, can't attack, enter. So we both kind of have rush decks, that's the thing. He's got the Makino play, similar to me. He can now attack, he's got 5k. Put pressure on my leader. I don't have a blocker yet, so... I can either defend. He's got 2 attacks basically on me here. So... Could get rid of one of these. I don't probably need 2 of these. So I think I defend once, and then he'll attack again. And I think we just eat that. I think that's probably just a smart play. Trigger, kept to one of your opponents. Okay, well, he doesn't have one, so that's kind of useless, so we won't trigger. Be better in a hand, I think. Deck I'm playing is pretty old, honestly. I feel like this is a lot older. I mean, I'm using OPO1 cards and OPO3, OPO2, so it's probably an outdated deck, but this is just sort of proof that it doesn't really matter what, you know, how old your deck is. You can still, as long as you understand it and play with it, you can definitely still potentially win. Event card, probably take, both are pretty good. We'll probably take that though. So he's pretty susceptible here. He's got a 0 and 2. I can wipe his board, even though they're both pretty useless apart from Makino. I've got 3 Dons still. We probably play Brook here. Put 2 on a leader. Then play him. Put 4k on Nami. Gives us a pretty strong turn. So now we have 6k on Nami. Can't attack with anybody else, but we also have 7k on Zoro. I doubt he'd block for Makino. We'll just put a bit of pressure on the leader first. I don't really care about wiping these though.
Oof.
What will you do? You take life there? Okay.
Yeah, I'll eat it. Yeah.
You're not gonna defend 6k.
No, not at all.
So I could have tried to obviously get 2 life, but I just think Makino with an Izo, which I'm not going to attack because it is useless. I think that's probably the better play. But it is what it is. You got to be careful. We've played against each other quite a bit. I've got to be careful when he starts getting to like 7 Don, because he has a lot of aces that have rush. And they can be quite problematic. My deck is really built, because they're all low cost, is really built about just getting them out there. Yeah, he can get rid of Nami, which is fine. He's got 4 Don. He could just ramp up Ace. He might have low enough cards, though. The thing about Matt's deck, it's all about event cards. So he has a lot of counters to me, which is problematic at times. He's got another search there with Izo. Again, though, I am also trying to prove a point with this, that it should not be intimidating to get into the game. I mean, I would download OP TCG Sim. This is really easy. All the cards are available to you. You can make any deck you want. You can also go to like OP. What's the website, Matt, where it has all the? I think it's just you just type in One Piece decks or deck lists, and it shows you all the previous people that have won in an actual tournament in person. And you can just copy all their decks if you want, and you can actually get an idea of how to play before you actually spend money on a deck. So that's interesting. So he can't really attack with anything else. He can only attack with this. So if I counter for 3k, I don't take a life. If I take a life, it's still 4-3. Don't have a blocker, so we won't bother about that. But if I do that, I lose, what, 3 cards? We just take the life there. Get another search for Nami. Said that out loud, but it's okay because I'm going to play it. See, I'm trying to explain here. You've got an advantage here, Matt. You should be able to win.
See, I'm trying to keep it fair, but I'm also like,
no, don't keep it fair.
You know.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. So he's really got nothing on his board. Nothing that I care about. So we Nami search. Try and get a Zoro. which we potentially did, even though it does show it, so we definitely did. We deploy.
Yeah,
As rush.
yeah, I see it. Don't
3
worry.
to 5k. We've got 2 Don left. So what we do to be a smart boy is we play Makino, and we get rid of probably Brook here. He's not really useful anymore because he's an on-play. We go ahead and do the action of Makino, gives one of my characters who's 1 cost 3k. We give that to Buggy. He's got a 3k. Gives us 6.
That's a good one.
We use our last Don. You normally want to keep your last Don if you've got a counter in your hand. In this case, we do not. Allegedly. So we put Zoro.
Allegedly.
We put Zoro, and my hero power gives 1,000 power to everyone. So a pretty strong turn there, right? So we've got 1,000. We've got 3,000 on Magra. So I can technically wipe off his Ezo, and he's not going to defend that because that would be stupid. Exactly. And then we attack with Zoro. Put some pressure on him here. He's got 4 life. We can even it up quite easily here. We've got 3 turns. He's going to have to defend one of them, I would imagine. Unless he just wants a full hand. Which my deck doesn't really do anything with hand manipulation. I have a couple of other decks that I play. What was that? So he did Radical Beam. Okay, classic.
Yeah,
so just give him 2k. Block Zoro there. But now I have 2 more attacks I can do. Force of Life. He might have a trigger here that could eliminate some cards in my field. Usually that's what he's got with event cards. Nothing there, that's good. We attack it again. He could counter this quite easily. Only needs 2k counter. But that's good for us because it will take probably 2 cards minimum. He takes a life. Perfect. So now we're 3-2. We end our turn. There's a lot of nuance with this game. I really do enjoy it, and it is beginner friendly. So if you are intimidated going into this game, I would not worry about it. Just play with a friend at first. Like every TCG, there is always scaling with ranked, or there's always scaling with competitivism or whatever. Yu-Gi-Oh is the same thing. It starts off really fun, and then it just becomes unbearable because people just play meta. But in this case, we're just sort of playing around with older decks. I mean, his deck is probably a lot newer than mine. I mean, he's got, well, I don't know. Yeah, you've got Whitebeard, and that's probably a Whitebeard and a Shanks maybe in this deck.
No Shanks in this one.
No Shanks in this one. Okay, so you don't really have anything from OP09 or OP08, right? Sorry, I'm talking while you have your turn, but.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to think it through anyway, so.
Yeah, it's all part of my plan to distract you and to take a free win here. No. Take your time. Don't worry about it.
Take your time. Take my time.
No, take your time.
Yeah.
You conveniently turned off the time per turn indicator here, so you just have unlimited time. No, that's fine. No, I got all day. A blocker, a Marco blocker. A good blocker. I have pulled him several times, and I do mention Matt every time I pull it, because he does love this card. It's a pretty good card, though.
It is a good card.
So 7 to 5. I don't have a blocker. That's the only downside about this deck, to be honest, compared to some of the other ones I play. I'd have to counter 3k to survive, but to be fair, that's it. That's all I have to do. And then next turn, I have a pretty big turn because he can't attack with anything else. He's left 1 Don. I'm taking advantage of the time that we have, that you've got unlimited time. He has 1 Don.
As you should.
So he's keeping his 1 Don because I'm a big brain. He's keeping his 1 Don because he's got another Radical Beam in his hand. There we go. That's my prediction.
That's correct. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
So that does give his leader 2k next turn when I attack. No blocker. Don't have to worry about that. So the question is, do we want to keep Zoro? Really depends on our draw, doesn't it? Okay. So what do we have? We've got 1, that makes it 6. 1, that makes it 7. Or I can just trash 1 card. Character's 3k, so that would be probably the most ideal move. Let's do it. We don't really need this one, to be honest. Resolve, and there we go. Pretty good turn. We put him down to 2. He probably has to end his turn. He might do some shifty shit with his 1. I doubt it. You gonna attack my I mean, yeah, I don't care about that. That's fine. Ooh. We drew the card that Day was mad that I didn't take some time to look at. So there we go. Take a look. On the far right there. All for view. Okay. We've got several options. So what, 5? We've got 8 Don. So he's got a 5k blocker. We do have to keep that in mind. We have a guarantee here. So that's 5, 6. $3,000 power or less. I mean, it doesn't really help us too much. See, this is where you have options, and I'm glad we have time. I really could think about it, and I could really get a accurate response here, because technically I could put 8 Don or like 7 Don on Zoro here, and just guarantee get an attack in. He does have a blocker, so you have to keep that in mind. But I could get him down to... I could take his 2 pretty much immediately. But I think we need to take advantage of our hand. Yeah. On play... Yeah, whatever. We'll do this. And then we'll get rid of you. Still have 3 Don. So we'll do this. We'll get rid of Nami. Put it on Boogie, that gives him 6k, so we've got 6, 5, and when we do action on here, we give him 9k, pretty big. We've still got 2 Don, so what we do is we put him on our leader, put that on there, and now, good sir, we have 6k, 10k, and an unblockable 6k. So this is where we start tempting him and figuring out what he wants to do. We guarantee get 1 life no matter what on this turn. I don't know. There might have been a better move, but I'm not really thinking about it too much. This isn't a competitive tournament. I'm just playing against Matt. No offense, but just playing against a friend. There's no need to overthink it.
Yeah, no stress.
Exactly. There's not OP09 packs on the line, you know? But you know, no. Don't worry about it. Take your time. See, I think me explaining what I'm doing is either 1, giving you a huge advantage because you know exactly what I'm doing, or I'm getting in your head.
No. I'm honestly just tuning you out.
That's good. It's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see if it pays out.
Because I can still see what you're doing. I know you're going to attack me 3 times.
We have played against each other quite a bit with these decks, so we kind of know our decks, you know, very well. He takes a life there. Okay. Well, then the only simple thing to do is to do that. You can't block anymore. You could counter. Or take a life. He does have Radical Beam though. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, that's fine. And then he'll probably block with this. Yep. And then he probably has something in his hand that he can trash to get Marco back out on the field. If I was a betting man, that is what he's going to do. Because you may trash 1 card from your hand with Whitebeard Pirates in its type. If you have 2 or less life cards, you can play this character from your trash rested. And he does. So that is his move. Luckily for me, though, I've got a full board. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. The bull is in his court now. He does have 7 Don. He does 9 Don. So he can summon an ace, which I imagine he probably has in his hand. Downside for me is I don't have much in my hand. So. But I will shut up now so that I don't lose. No, take your time. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not worried about it. See, in Tournament Legal, you'd have no chance here. Which at one point I was thinking about maybe hosting a tournament. Yeah, there's his ace. I knew it. I knew he had a dirty little ace in there. Rush, give it to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 3k, so he can just yeah, he can wipe my board here, which is pretty problematic here. He's probably gonna kill my Zoro, if I had to guess. No, oh, he's changing his mind. That is wild. You're attacking with a 0. Okay. I mean, I can't. Yeah, no, you have to take that. That is insane. You just actually got something out of a 0-0. Obviously, if you don't know, if you attack, the attacking person gets privilege. So if you're 0-0, if it's a tie, the person attacking wins the battle. That is how somehow he managed to kill a unit with Otama there, which is wild. So he's doing that, and unfortunately, I have to take that. And now he can attack my life with his ace, which is fine. Because I still have advantage. Okay, that's still winnable. We've got a ace, we've got 1 blocker we've got to deal with. We still have Makino combo with Magra. And our Marco can attack. Just in case, because I imagine he's got another ace, we're gonna... Oh, I gotta draw Don first. We will play Nico. And we will kill the Otama, just in case. We will play Brook. We will put 2 on him. We will rest Makino. It gives him a pretty big ramp. And honestly, we just stack Zoro. So 2, 4, that makes it 6, 7, 8, 8k. We can just attack all out and not worry about the ace. Force him to get no cards in his hand. Force him to use the blocker. Either way, it is good for us. Potentially could have sprinkled some more Don on Makino maybe, but it still would have been a lot. It's like 4 or 5 Don to get her into an actual attacking mode. But we've still got 3 solid attacks. The thing about attacking like this, we put the... Okay, so he does take out Makino with... This is the thing, he's got a bunch of event cards. So we Gunga Red Hawk, your leader, one of your characters, 4,000 power. This battle then came up to one of your opponent's cards with 4,000 or less, so... Probably a smart move, taking out Makino. We attack again, put more pressure on him. He has no Don now to activate. So we have to either take a life or do plus 3,000. The hope is that he probably blocks. Again, we just make him make the decision, and then we can play off that. Why I love the Zoro build, it's just aggressive. It's just full-on aggression, just attack, rush, make them make the mistake or make them make the decision, and that's the whole goal of this deck. 6k, yeah, he's still got to get rid of something, so he wants to block this. Okay, so now he's down to 3 cards in his hand, and now probably force a blocker, which is unlucky, but still. Yep. And he can get him out on the field. A bit unlucky there. But yeah, we'll see what his draw is here. He's got 3 cards. Unless he gets a Whitebeard, which he could have drawn, potentially. I think we're still safe. He got a Whitebeard. Well, shit. So on play, up to one of your leaders has plus 2,000 to the start of your next turn. So now his ace is 7k. If he adds 2 Don when attacking, up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 or less power. So he could technically take out my Magra. Which isn't too much of a problem, to be honest. But that is still a 10k cost character. He can't put 2 Don because he's only got 1 Don. So that's actually fine. So he can't do that. It doesn't have Rush. So we're okay there. Tax Marco is a bit unlucky because we can't really do much about that. So we have to take that. But we can get him back out on the field. So we should probably do that. And give him the option here. Is it a double attack though? I can't read that. Ah, that's good. I'll take that. Okay. Not a bad draw, to be honest. So you've got 7k. We've got a 5k blocker. We have to attack realistically 3 times to win. Right? He blocks. He might have another event card in his hand to be able to trash to get Marco back out again to block. But I think when he plays it, he's rested. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we're there. So let's play you. Let's give it to the both 2k. So it doesn't really matter. Let's do it with Nico. That's a 5k there. We have to at least put 2 on her, but if we put 1 on Zoro, it gives everyone 1. So that is 6k. He's got 7k there. So we make that 7k, that makes it even. We have 3, that's 4. Okay. Got 2, that's 3. Zoro already has 6. We definitely need to make that at least 7. Probably at least 8. 7 here, I don't mind testing the waters with. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably should have put it on Brooke, but whatever. Okay, we'll do that. And hopefully this is enough. Hopefully force blocker here. Or depending on what counter, but he didn't leave any Don, so he doesn't have any event counters, so we can only have actual card counters here, which he has. Okay, so that's 1 down. We still have a chance here. We attack with him, forces him again, or takes a life. He potentially could get a good draw. Bit unlucky there. And now he takes the life. He takes the blocker. Okay. That's fine, but now he has nothing. And I still have 2 life, so I think that's still good. We have 3 attacks to negate, though. That's the only downside, because I have no blocker. So we probably lose there, but I had no choice. I kind of had to do that with the deck that I've got. Yeah, this is where the rush decks kind of falter a little bit. He flame empered. Yeah, I mean, you know,
The heart of the cards.
He got double attack. That is shit. Okay. I got pretty good draws though, to be fair. Oh, the cards looking at us. Yugi Moto playing this game. 12K. Well. Good game. Good game.
GG.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That was really close. I think we both.
Oh
got down
man,
to 1-1.
dude, the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had nothing.